How's it going, y'all? My name is Doe. Hope we're doing good. Today we have a letter from the CEO and the co-founder of Phoenix Labs, Jesse Houston. He's a pretty cool dude, and this letter itself is pretty freaking sick. It's got a lot of just, I guess I wouldn't say details, but it has a lot of information talking about the future of Dauntless, and it gets me excited. You know, the last letter made me excited. This one also just gives me hope for the future of Dauntless. Not that I ever lost it. Smile. But I'm eager to read it, so let's go ahead and get into it. Transparency is a pillar of our culture at Phoenix Labs. We believe that our best work is a direct result of engaging with player feedback. Hashtag Nerf Iceborne. This is why we're reaffirming that effort as we embark on an exciting new future for Dauntless. Our December update, Dauntless Reforged, will fundamentally change the way you hunt and progress through the Shadowed Isles. This is an exciting time, and we want to make sure everyone has a chance to see the latest developments as they come together. Whether it's on Reddit, Discord, PlayDauntless.com, social media, or in-game, or on Doe's YouTube, we want to make sure that you always feel that you're a part of our development journey because you are. Poggers! So, community transparency. You got a gamer gliding in the sky. I want that. That should be me. I'm excited. Community playtests. A major step towards greater transparency is our recently introduced Dauntless Experimental server. Dauntless Experiments is a powerful tool to get Slayers feedback on content we may add to the game, giving you the opportunity to share feedback with us before new game features are set in stone. I'm reading that so weird. We just showed off how gliders will work in our new hunt type hunting grounds, and we're currently sorting through all your feedback now. There will even be more public playtests to come. We want to hear from you early and often. And gliders was dope. Like, I'm actually excited for gliders. I wouldn't mind just getting gliders itself and having a little arena for it to just glide around for a while. State of the game posts and AMAs. You can also look forward to frequent state of the game posts on Reddit. Here we will also share thoughts on and insights into each patch and what we're currently working on, which we'd love to discuss with you in the comments. We will also be doing more AMAs around large feature releases such as new hunt types, events, escalations, etc. So be sure to follow us on Reddit and sign your soul away because you're going to be unhappy. That place is just dangerous, bro. I feel like that place is where happiness goes to die. No cap. Roadmap updates. You may have noticed that our latest roadmap updates added more descriptive text. Our aim here is to go beyond what's coming by sharing additional info about where features are in development, and we will be providing clearer, more substantial updates as we move forward. I like the roadmap, man. Like, I like the roadmap, but I think people view it in a weird way of like, oh, why is there not a date attached to this? Well, they're not gonna give you a date. They're just trying to show you what they're working on, you know, what it entails, but people just expect a date. So I like roadmaps a lot, and I think they're pretty cool. Community feedback. In the spirit of transparency, we'd also like to take a moment to shine a light on some top player concerns. As we're a relatively small team, we're only able to work on so many things at any given time. Our primary focus this year has been on Dauntless Reforged, patch 1.5.0, and this work will help create a strong foundation for the future of Dauntless. Once 1.5.0 is in your hands, we plan on turning our focus to the following issues. These aren't only things on our radar, or the only things on our radar, but they are the main target on our development hit list after we get Reforged out the door. Ooh, spicy. So, power creep. We're aware of the power creep that stems from escalation power and resistance bonuses. Managing this effect is a priority for our design team, and you can expect to see incremental adjustments and patches through the end of the year. More significant changes, for example, eliminating escalation bonuses outside of escalation, putting a cap on those bonuses, or introducing a nerf are currently being discussed, but won't be rolled out until we have a clear plan. Expect that we will share more on this and seek feedback in the near future. So that's good. I think right now the game is in a state where it's really hard to feel proud about certain accomplishments for me, because I'm just like, this is really easy, and it just doesn't really pose a challenge once you get the gear. That's kind of where I'm at. That's why I don't really care about Iceborne right now, because I don't see the issue. Like, nothing's challenging in the first place, so why are people upset about Iceborne? That's my current stance. But speaking of power creep, Iceborne's probably gonna get hit, so good luck with that. Meta. The cells we introduced to challenge the low-life meta, example, Tenacious, are just a first step towards shifting the current meta. Increasing the number of viable builds for in-game players is an important part of Dauntless's future. As is further adjustments to the Warpike through tuning of wound mechanics and a rework, hopefully. Bottom line, we're taking steps to ensure that a single build or weapon class does not dominate the meta. That's a huge thing. That's a big thing because A, it's boring as all get out to just have one build, because what you have is people don't know how like bland that is, and they're just like, oh, what's the build for this weapon? And you're like, oh, it's the exact same build as another weapon. And then like, okay, what's the build for this other weapon? It's like, it's the same build again. Just you're changing the weapon. That's all you're doing. Like, people don't understand how boring that is. So having different builds gives players a reason to grind different things that's actually meaningful, and not just, let me go ahead and check off my mastery checklist. And it just makes the game more fun, because hopefully the builds are more interesting and not just like they're more interesting and they change the way you play the game, because that's the biggest thing that I would expect and hope from this, is to have more viable builds that are also different in how you play them. That's what I hope happens. Trials, poggers. We know that Trials needs more love. That is an understatement. And we plan on returning to this hunt type in early 2021. We're currently heads down on other features, but once Hunting Grounds and our new progression systems have launched, we plan on giving Trials the attention it deserves. As we mentioned in the power creep section, we're currently working on a solution to the escalation power spillover that's been impacting trial times. I mean, Trials has sucked before that happened. You know? Like, before escalation ever existed, Trials sucked. So, I don't know. Like, the power creep, I don't care about. Honestly, people should be happy about it. Trials hasn't changed at all. So, what's happening now is you have to spend less time getting a good time. It takes less effort, less time to get a good time. Like, Trials hasn't changed. It hasn't been challenging since, like, the first rotation, roughly. Trials has been kind of meh, in all honesty. Because A, you're fighting the same thing over and over again. Nothing really changed at all. So, I don't know, bro. This mode ain't it. I think the current way they have Trials set is just not it. So unless they change it entirely, I don't see myself enjoying this mode. That's just how it is. Reforged and Dauntless... Wait, I can't read. Reforged and the future of Dauntless. The future has never been brighter for Dauntless. So bright, in fact, that Dauntless will be available at launch on next-gen consoles, poggers. Not only is the entire studio excited to bring Dauntless to the next generation of consoles, okay. So, expect a full blog post in the near future outlining everything in Reforged, but for now, here's a preview of the new features to look forward to. New hunt type Hunting Grounds, 17 reworked islands for Hunting Grounds, 1 brand new island for Hunting Grounds, gliders, island events, Slayer's Path progression system, class XP system and procedure work, gear leveling rework. Yo, when they say class, you're talking like we're going to have some DPS, some tanks, and some healers in this piece. Huh. I like that. They don't mean that probably, but it'd be sick. I would not mind having a hunt or an LTM mode, I don't even care, that you test out aggro in this game. Because I feel like when you do that, when you take away the randomness of what a behemoth can attack, in some instances, you can go further in how difficult you make the combat. Like, when you assign roles, I feel like you can just go further with how just intricate the combat and the experience of that will be. That's just me, man. I come from, some hardcore raiding. You know what I'm saying? Wildstar. Dead game, poggers. Unlucky. But I'm excited, bro. So with Hunting Grounds, we have built a new way to bring you content in the months and years ahead. Think new creatures on the islands, behemoths, public events, activities, and even entirely new islands. That is true. I never even thought about that. Like, I thought Hunting Grounds would just be like a new mode for like new players, but they could actually make it for veteran players too. They can make it kind of difficult. Like, the events can be crazy. The events can be, I don't know, they can be wild. So, I can't thank you enough for your dedication and support. With your help, we will continue to improve the Dauntless we all know and love. Keep your eyes out for updates, and don't hesitate to post your feedback whenever and wherever you can. We are listening. Clear Sky Slayers, a signature I can't replicate, so I can't, take his identity. Unlucky. But Jesse, aka GTez Houston. All right, so that is the letter from Jesse Houston, and all I gotta say is I'm excited, man. I really am. Dauntless still proves itself to be a game that I like to play. I enjoy playing. Not all the time by a long shot, but when there's new content, I tend to enjoy it. I really do. I can see the effort they put into it. I can see the changes that have been made. And as a person who's been playing this game since open beta, like roughly 2 years ago, the game's changed a lot, and for the better. So yeah, I'm excited, man. Anyway, y'all, that's the video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that corny stuff that we YouTubers have to say, because YouTube is currently trying to absolutely mollywomp us. But hey, support the channel. Appreciate you. And until next time, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.